While EA are pretty late with this Armand Lauriente, I'm hoping that's somewhat what is pronounced. I just watched a pronunciation video like 3 minutes ago, and I think it's somewhat close to that. But when 6 PM came around, this man wasn't in objectives until roughly, I think, an hour later, EA released him. Lads, we're going to be going over all of these objectives today, giving you guys my tips and tricks. This is indeed the third and final objective guide for this weekend. Honestly, we've had, what, the Serie A Cup, the draft objectives, and now we are ending on this man right here, who, by the way, does look a pretty nice card. 5-star, 4-star, medium's not ideal. Very, very nice alternative positions. Right mid, right wing, left wing, so he can play on either wing or either side of the midfield. Good pace, great dribbling. The only disappointing thing is this card from his fantasy foot, I'm pretty sure, it's a +3 upgrade, but the stats are only +1. I guess 5-star skills is nice, but still a little bit of an underwhelming upgrade. Nonetheless though, let's get into it. Now, first of all, you've got to score 7 goals using players from the Serie A in squad battles on at least semi-pro difficulty, or you can do it in Rivals and FUT Champs. Now, if you've got some Serie A attackers, like say that new Lukaku SBC, or maybe you're lucky enough to have packed a nice Serie A attacker team of the season, you'll simply just get this done by playing naturally in Rivals Champs, or if you just naturally play in squad battles anyway. Assist in 4 separate squad battle matches, once again on semi-pro difficulty, Rivals or Champs, with at least 6 Italian players in your starting squad. They do mean starting 11 within starting squad, by the way, so you need 6 Italian players in your starting 11. Score 5 finesse shots using Italian players. Now, if you are unsure on how to do a finesse shot, here is an example. To score a finesse shot, all you have to do is press down on the right bumper plus shoot. So R1 plus circle if you are on PlayStation, RB plus B if you are on Xbox. Very self-explanatory. Obviously, whilst pressing this, you are going to want to aim in the direction you want to shoot the ball. And last but not least, you've got win 8 squad battle matches on at least semi-pro, Rivals or FUT Champs with at least 3 Serie A players in your starting squad. Now, I am currently on my Wood to Glory, so the squad builder will be a little bit tricky for this one, considering my club's pretty naked and we've got the man himself up top. Look at this man. 111 goal contributions in 109 games, all in Division Rivals or FUT Champs. He's my GOAT. We have got the 6 Italians, we've got at least, in fact, we've got 5 Serie A players, we've got at least 3 Serie A players, we've got at least 6 Italian players. Maybe you'll have some better Italian and Serie A players in your team. Therefore, your team will be looking a lot nicer than this is looking right now. Now, after you've got your at least 6 Italians and at least 3 Serie A players, you'll be good to go. Now, as I said, the fact I've made it 6 Italians is very annoying because we are going to want to do it in squad battles rather than online. Unless you guys have got a lot of top tier Italians that you'll be fine to use in FUT Champs or Rivals, then go ham. But personally, you just saw the Italians I was using. I was using 67 pace Luis Felipe at centre back. Therefore, I'd be a lot more comfortable doing it in squad battles. Now, the squad battles tip for today, lads, it has to be on at least semi-pro difficulty, right? Now, we get given 4 teams every single selection. Often you get 2 good ones, usually an average one and a very poor one. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll get 2 really bad ones like we've got in here. A 79 rated with 4 chemistry we could definitely beat, and 67 with 17 chem we could obliterate. We'll go ahead and we will choose this on semi-pro difficulty, and then you can go ahead, go into that game, semi-pro difficulty against the worst team of the 4 squads that you've got up for selection, and it'll be a constant cycle of playing that worst team because it'll be a whole lot easier playing 67 rated squads than it will be the higher ones. And the reason I say it will be a whole cycle is because, as you can see circled, it's not there now, but after you play your first game on semi-pro, down where I was circling before, right, it will have an option to update your opponents. It's square on PlayStation or X on the Xbox, and depending on if you've already played a squad battles game by the time you're watching this, that option should be there for you. You can update your opponents every 10 to 15 minutes, so as I said, going back to it, it's a constant cycle of playing the worst team, recycling, playing the worst team, refreshing again, playing the worst team. That way, you've got easy games. You should obliterate your opponent of 67 rated squads with no chemistry on semi-pro, so it's just an easy objective to get done. And the reason that update opponents option is not there right now for me is simply because I've not played a game of squad battles yet. You need to play at least one game for it to show up. Now, speaking of it, as you can see at the top, it says 0 out of 40 matches played. Now, if you do use all 10 of your refreshes and go over that 40 match limit, do not worry, it will still count towards your objectives. It does just mean that when you finish a game, you will no longer get points towards your squad battles rank. But once again, do not worry, if you do go over that 40 match limit, it will still count towards your objectives. So for the recap of this one, lads, you've got score 7 goals using players from the Serie A. Now, if you are using the at least 3 Serie A players and at least 6 Italian players, if you are using them, if you're doing this objective, you need to use them, right? And I do recommend getting some Serie A attackers in there, because in that way you can get the 7 goals with the Serie A players done. You've also got assist in 4 separate matches. This is not with a specific, you do not have to assist with Italians or Serie A players. You just need to assist with at least 6 Italians in your starting squad, right? So you can assist with anyone there, obviously racking up the goals with your Serie A players, scoring 5 finesse goals using Italian players. So once again, I use Chiesa as just a concept player. Chiesa would be beautiful for this because he counts towards Serie A. He'll count towards an Italian player for the assists as well. Or once again, you do not have to assist with him, but you just need him and 5 other Italians in the squad and assist with somebody. And then the 5 finesse shots, as I said, you can do with any Italian, preferably going to be Chiesa. Now, Serie A wins is just win 8 squad battle matches with at least 3 Serie A players. So what you'd want to do is have these 6 Italian players in your squad for the 4 matches, right? Within those 4 matches, assuming you will assist in each of those 4 matches, you'll be getting the 7 goals and the 5 finesse shots. Then you'll be left with 4 games that you just have to win with at least 3 Serie A players. And that's when you could maybe start getting rid of the really bad Italians and just working around with 3 Serie A players. You got some packs in the store, I'm pretty sure, some promo packs that gives you some lone Serie A players. Then maybe the last 4 you could do in Rivals or FUT Champs. That's up for you to decide. Any further questions, lads, make sure to let me know down below. And until the next one, I'll see you boys later. Peace out.